Okay. Hello and welcome to episode 58 of Fallen Dragons. I'm your DM, Mike, and I'm here with four of my players, and well, I'll throw it over to them to let them tell you who they are and what they do. And I'll start with Kenna.
Hi, I'm Robin. I play Kenna. She's a tiefling and she's a multi-classed bard and fighter.
And next to her is Korai. So,
Hi, I'm Korai. I play a drow cleric. And only a drow cleric, nothing fancy, because I'm still kind of new at this.
Oh, you're doing a good job.
and then right below Korai is Jinx.
Well, we're going to me. I thought it would be the phone next. Hi, I'm Will. I play Jinx. And I'm hoping I don't get everybody killed tonight. But you never know.
I'd prefer it if you didn't.
I'll definitely try not to kill anybody tonight.
Depends on how hungry you get. And then next to Jinx is LaFall.
Hello, I'm Lafal. I'm playing a half dragon, which is a half silver, half gold, and quarter silver, quarter gold, half human, uh, fighter paladin. I'm the one who keeps most of these people, well, all these people out of trouble.
Yeah, you're also the one who gets us into trouble mostly.
No,
That's my job.
yes,
It's kind of like Homer says on The Symptoms, where alcohol, or on The Simpsons, where alcohol is the solution, the cause of
And
and solution to
because,
all our problems.
yes.
The fall is the cause of and solution to our problems.
No, it's me. I'm the
Well,
troublemaker.
fine.
Well, actually, in reality, you all get yourselves into trouble.
That's true.
Because you haven't decided to retire and live happily ever after in the country as of yet.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to retire at the moment.
Yeah, you're at the peak of your career.
That and I kind of have a little bit of the right kinds of people. You know how that goes.
Well,
Don't want to disappoint your fans. Your
he,
fan.
he hasn't got that record deal and went on tour yet. So,
Oh, right.
yeah.
It'll happen one of these days.
And the entire D&D world would hope not, because that would be scary. But
I think that would be a cursed day for us all.
I'm
the way
picturing the William Hung of the D&D world here.
the way your concerts go, you'd probably only have one. But
That's all you really need is one fan, right?
you make enough gold off one concert, you can retire. Yeah. Um. So when we left this group last time, LaFall and Kenna had just fallen asleep after having a rather interesting encounter with a uh, couple of spies. Korai has disappeared, and you guys don't really know what happened to him as of yet. and Jinx is fluctuating between Jinx and a hellhound, and he's
Well, we
still
do know that Korai is in the Underdark, but we don't know like how dire the situation is.
right. So, and once again, you guys have a choice to make. Do you go to the Underdark, hopefully rescue Korai and see his parents, or do you go on your other mission first, which you have been tasked to do?
I say we go after Korai first. He's a
Yes,
party. They're a party member. We need to get our party back together.
exactly. That's what I was going to say. It would be best if we have
Yeah,
the whole
we
party together.
never leave a person behind.
I was hoping you'd say that.
And plus, he's the only cleric you've got.
That's true. That's true. You don't want to lose your clerics. Otherwise, they'll come back as liches or necromancers.
Hmm.
Not that that's a problem. I play in another game. I play a necromancer myself.
So, and the king did tell you that there's a gateway to the Underdark in the royal castle. So, you can easily go through there and get to the Underdark if that's what you want to do first.
Yep, and he's supposed to give me a bag of holding as well.
Right.
Underdark.
Yeah,
Underdark.
yeah. Didn't you have to go back to the magic shop to get that?
No, he was going to give it to me.
Oh, okay. So, well, it is now the next morning. So, you guys gonna head down to breakfast, or you just gonna take off?
Hmm.
We ought to head down to breakfast. Plus, I still, the bartender never did tell me how much I owe her for the mess I made of the room with the, dispatching the spy and all. So we ought to head down and, pay her for that and have some breakfast.
Well, after you come down, they have to go up and look at the extent of the damage in the room before they can give you numbers. But he, when he sees you guys come down to the tavern, he will go up and do that.
Because, I mean, I'd feel bad about not compensating him in some way for, the broken window and the blood everywhere.
So you guys find a table, and a youngish looking dwarf girl comes up to your table, and she has a pad and a piece of charcoal. Uh, and then she realizes that when she gets to your table, she forgot the menus. So she hurriedly goes back and gets those and drops 3 menus on your table.
Oh,
She goes, hope you guys enjoyed your night. Uh,
well, it was interesting, to say the least.
well, that's good. You don't want to really be bored, so I guess that's good. do you guys do you know what you want to drink, or you got any idea of what you want for breakfast?
Well, I'll have me usual love. Uh, Something buggy. If you don't have bugs, I'll go with fruit.
She says, I know we've got seasonal fruit. I don't know about the bug part, but
Yeah, it's a little difficult to find from inside. I've been taking a notice of that.
because we do try to keep bugs out of here. So,
Right, right, right. Understandable. I mean, you don't want bugs creeping and crawling all about. But I'm just saying, if you ever uh, have a bug issue, you should definitely get some bat folk on your side to help ease the situation.
hmm. She looks at you for a second, goes, you know, I've never seen a bat folk in Canamere before, so
Yeah, well, I'm kind of a wee bit of a experimental species, so to speak. Kind of one of a kind, you might say.
so what would you like to drink with your fruit?
Well, what would be great?
I can do that. She turns to Kenna and asks the same thing.
Well, we've got a bit of a day ahead of us, I think, so I'm going to go with steak and eggs, and I'll have coffee, please.
Okay. She writes that down, turns to the fall and says, and what would our dragon friend want for food today?
Um, Steak and egg sounds good.
I can do that. And, um, what about drinks for you too?
Just water.
I'll have coffee.
Oh yeah, coffee. Forgot about that. And she writes it all down, hurries off to the kitchen. Few minutes later, she brings your tankard of coffee and their 2 waters and says, your food should be ready in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, love. All right, so what's the plan to, you know, find Korai?
Are you guys gonna develop a plan, or are you just gonna wing this?
Well, hopefully go in with a little bit of plan, but if we go wing it, I mean, I'm a bat. I got nothing but wings.
I was waiting for that.
Eh,
Uh, Whatever we do, we just need to be very careful.
Right, right. Well, the biggest problem we have is yours truly here because if the other half shows up, yeah, I don't know how much control I got over it.
Yes, we don't really want you turning into a hellhound in the Underdark.
Yeah, definitely don't want that.
The feeling that would get us attacked.
Oh yeah, and not to mention,
You are generally not welcome down there anyway. So
There's
if
that as well, yes.
so
well,
if you know,
yeah, I
J-
mean they did kind of throw me out after an incident.
well, you see, generally nobody but Drow are welcome down there. So
Oh, I
uh,
had forgotten you were
Sometimes not
created
even
by
that.
Drow. I was going to ask if any of the three, if Lafolda, you had ever been to the Underdark. I'd quite forgotten that you have been, so
yeah,
Well, actually,
perhaps,
I was made in the Underdark.
right,
uh,
perhaps you'd be the best one to lead us down there, I suppose.
I mean, I could do my best, but I mean, there's a lot of beasties in there that really kind of need to keep that you really need to keep an eye on, like some really scary ones, some really scary ones.
Good to know. Hopefully, nothing will actually run into.
I'm just having a flashback to a flail snail. Or whatever the most harmless creature in the Underdark is. I'm just having basically a nightmarish flashback to that.
To something not harmful, in other
Yes,
words.
yes.
and while you guys are discussing this, the waitress brings your food.
Oh, thank you, love.
Thank you.
If you need anything else, just give me a yell.
Oh, definitely, lass, definitely.
So,
Somebody's alarm is going off.
No, it's TV in the background.
Oh, okay.
uh, mhm, okay. So you guys, breakfast goes rather uneventfully. Are you guys, as you're eating, still trying to decide how you're gonna manage to do this, or you just
First, we
gonna
have to
go?
get down there.
You just gonna go down there and see what happens once you get down there?
Well, first we have to get down there, but I think once we get into the city, I might try to, you know, persuade the gods to let us through,
So, um,
and we'll just come up with the plan from there.
about the time you're all finishing your food, it's the inn starts to fill up. It's breakfast rush now, and the place is starting to fill up. So
What? So, well, we're going to get out of here, love, and you have a good one.
she she smiles and nods. Um, and so, do you guys head directly to the royal castle to make it to the Underdark, or do you guys do anything else before that?
Uh,
Well, we got to get supplies, so
yeah,
Right,
and
better go
that's the
back
reason
to
why
my
we got the pouch coming.
yes.
that's true.
And my weapons are up in my room anyway. I'd better go grab those.
Yeah,
All right, well, we'll grab supplies first and then make our way to your Underdark.
yeah. So anything you left upstairs in your rooms, you'll want to go grab. And,
Definitely
uh,
grab my sword of invisibility.
and Kenna, you need to talk as you go up and get your stuff. The bartender slash owner is standing in your room looking at the window and the blood on the floor, and he does not look incredibly pleased at the situation.
Uh,
Uh,
I'm going to point at the corpse and say, he did.
that is a question. Did you leave the corpse in the room all night,
No,
or did you
I threw him
move
out
it?
of I threw him out the window. He
Oh,
was
you
Oh,
threw him
okay.
out the
down
window.
below.
Okay. So he's still laying in the grass uh, outside the window.
Oh, hmm. I'm going to look over at the corpse and say, heck of a party last night. I mean,
Not exactly. Spies from Xandor.
um, wait, the, well, person I've always said, guy got drunk, wandered in, and jumped out the window saying, I couldn't take it anymore, or something like that.
You wish it
But
would.
your story's a lot better than mine.
Well, he obviously wasn't very bright because he broke in through the window while I was in the room and didn't even notice me until, I was standing over him with my great axe.
Which is standing in the corner, still with a fair amount of blood, still with a fair amount of blood on it, except it's dried now. So
I'm going to look at the tavern owner. I'm going to. I'm going like, how much to sweep this under the rug?
the tavern owner looks at you and goes, "You see a rug in here? What are you talking about?"
How much gold would it cost to make this giveaway?
Um,
What are you worried about, Jinx?
Well, I mean, I don't.
We've already had the guards here about it,
Oh, right.
and we've already given them the other spy.
Oh, that
Um,
that is true.
the owner says to fix the window and clean up the room and make it usable again. 10 gold.
I,
All
I, I
right.
s-
Well, I've got
I-
that much on me, so I'll hand it over to him.
Why?
I mean, we made the mess.
Room's already covered by the king.
Well, I mean, we made the mess. We should, try to pick up after ourselves. I mean, I'm no Keith Moon.
Well, if
Moon.
if you if you if you want the king to pay for the window, the owner would have the bartender slash inn owner would have to go talk to the king about it.
I'll just give him the 10 gold.
So he's like, okay, I can fix the window with that and clean the place up. So that's all I care about. So
So our
uh,
transaction is done here.
I
Excellent.
guess I guess I'll get somebody to drag the body off from outside. But
Hey, you think the guards would take care of that by now?
well, uh, the blacksmith or the local cemetery attendant will do it. Because we're going to have to do something with this guy anyway.
What would the blacksmith do with the body?
He's just the biggest, strongest person in town. So,
Ah, right,
He's
right.
a bugbear, isn't he? I seem to remember.
mm,
That was because he was the one that killed the original emissary that was supposed to, that the princess took over.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's true.
Now,
So,
you think
yeah,
he'd get in trouble for that?
yeah, yeah, even uh, ma- the Mage King's not going to jump in the face of a, fairly muscly built bugbear and say much because the bugbear could just take a bite out of him and be pretty much done. So, uh, so the blacksmith pretty much does what he wants to because nobody's gonna really say anything. But the bartender slash owner goes, I'll take care of getting this guy off the lawn, and other than that, we're square. Oh, are you guys gonna be needing another set of rooms, or are you guys headed out today?
Sadly, we're headed out.
yeah, I think we're on our way.
Okay.
We got a
So,
long ways to go and a short time to get there.
so in that case, you guys return all your keys to your rooms, and uh, having handled that and being done with breakfast, you guys head out of the inn. In fact, you have to go to the blacksmith. Well, not specifically to him, but at least in that area, because that's where the livery is, where your horse and your wagon are being uh, cared for the night.
Well, first I'll go get my bag of holding from the king.
Yeah.
Then I'll go uh, to the wagon, start putting our supplies in that we have, into the bag of holding.
Okay. Um. So you don't actually see the king. The bag is left with a guard with a note that it belongs to you and that they're supposed to give it to you when they see you, which they do.
Okay.
Um, so you pile all the supplies that you guys already have into this bag. And, uh, so, in fact, what are you gonna do with the wagon and the horse while you're in the Underdark?
Oh, I mean, we could stable it.
so, so do you just want to leave the wagon and the horse where it is, and then you come back and get it when you're done? Because it's not going to fit. You can't take a horse and a wagon into the castle yeah, through the entrance to the Underdark. It won't fit.
Now, what do
I
you
didn't.
attempt it?
I didn't think we were coming back here, though. I thought we were going to exit the Underdark down south in Xandor, where the next place we're going to go is.
Oh, we will be exiting down there, but we unfortunately, how do we get a horse to go there with us?
So, I mean, if we're not coming back for it, mightn't we want to sell it and then we can always buy another one?
Well, the problem is we got somebody in the car.
No, they're on
No,
the ship.
she's
Oh,
on the
don't
ship.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, your other party member is still in her berth on the ship.
No, okay.
Um, she's been there for quite a while now, and you're starting to wonder about it. Um, you could probably find a suitable horse and wagon in Xandor once you surface.
Right,
Um,
that's what I'm thinking. And why might as well make a bit of profit off of it instead of just leaving it here.
I mean, isn't that why we could take it with us?
How will we do that?
No.
um,
I can't get it into the bag.
Right.
and and the doorway to the castle is not big enough to drive a horse and a wagon through,
Right.
Right.
and
Right.
the entrance way from the castle into the Underdark isn't big enough for that either.
I didn't think about that. Okay. So it is.
So you talk to the livery stable owner and ask him. Yeah, I suppose you ask him if he wants to buy the wagon and the horse.
Right.
He stands there and he sort of looks everything over. And he goes, well, I guess I could use another wagon and another horse. Did you have any idea of how much you wanted for it?
Honestly, I don't really know what such things are worth, but you deal in that sort of thing, so you would. I mean, what based on what shape it's in and all, what do you think a fair price is?
Mm. let's see. The wagon's probably not worth a whole lot, but horses are expensive. Especially ones that have been trained to pull wagons. Um, he says, I will give you 76 gold. Because the horse is in good shape and it's probably worth 50 gold by itself. So, uh,
Well, that sounds all right to me. I sort of look at LaFall and Jinx and ask, well, what do you think? Does that sound all right?
Oh, it sounds good to me. I mean, as long as the horse is happy and well taken care of, I'm all for it.
That's fine.
All right, then
so,
guess it's a deal.
so he hands you um, whichever one of you is actually talking to him. He hands you a small. He goes into his office in the livery, comes back out with a small uh, drawstring bag, and says, "Here's 76 gold." Uh,
All right, thank you. So I guess we'll head toward the castle then.
No, we still need to get supplies.
Oh,
We had supplies in the wagon, yeah, but we still need more.
oh, all right. Then I guess we head to the open market.
which is, you know, fairly easy to do. Uh, and being just after breakfast, the market's not incredibly busy yet, so you're not having to fight your way through people. Uh, so, what do you guys do at the market? What are you looking for? Just food or other things? Or...
Well, we got all the camping supplies that we need. So yeah, we just need to stock up food, water, um,
Okay.
maybe some roping, maybe.
Everybody's armor and weapons okay, or do you have to do anything with that? Or
I think I got my sword fixed. So
Mine's
how's
all in
every?
good order.
Uh,
Mine's all okay.
so if you're just getting general supplies like food and rope and stuff like that, that doesn't take long, and it costs you like maybe 6 or 7 gold for everything.
Oh, by the way, guys, we made a deal on that horse and cart. It cost us nothing when we originally got it.
And you guys have had that for a while. You put some miles on that horse.
Yep.
So, um, so I imagine you stuff that stuff in a bag of holding and
Yes.
start heading toward the king and queen's castle. Um, as you get closer to the castle, you realize there's a bit of a fuss going on out front. The, the king and queen are standing out front, surrounded by at least a dozen guards. Eh, And a crowd of townspeople is starting to build up. Do you try to avoid this or do you try and go see what's going on?
Well, considering the king's supposed to show us the tunnel access today,
Yeah. So, so as you guys get closer, uh, you see that um, held by a couple of the guards is the um, spy that Rafal was dealing with last night. And he's not looking in the greatest shape. Looks like he's had a very hard night. Uh, his clothes are torn. There's a couple of fresh, uh, how do I put? There's a couple of basically fairly fresh-looking open wounds on his face, Eh, and uh, eh, in the center of his tunic that he's wearing, there's a sizable round, looks like a scorch mark of some kind. So
Oh,
he is not looking uh, happy and energetic and cheerful at the moment.
So, you had a rough night too.
In fact, he's looking rather panicked at the moment. Uh,
not my concern to deal with.
yeah,
So,
no,
I mean, it's sort of his own fault anyway. So.
and let's see. About the time that you get close enough that you can get a clear look at it, you also see the queen standing directly in front of him. And there's this blue glowing energy that she's sort of, you know, bouncing in one hand, and um, one of the guards tells everybody in the crowd to back up, and they all do. And the queen then walks up to this guy and puts the blue energy that's in her hand in his mouth. And you see, a couple seconds later, his eyes get really big, and then his head just disintegrates. And the bodies, the guards just let the body drop in front of the crowd.
Okay then.
Well, that couldn't have been pleasant for him.
Well, let the bodies hit the floor, I guess.
Well, you have always heard that. You have always heard rumors that the king and queen of Canamir weren't the nicest people in the world, and that while they do their best to take care of their people are highly suspicious of them because of them because of the magic abilities that they have. And you just saw it play out. And within a few minutes, the crowd is gone, and the guards are standing around the king and queen, waiting for everybody to leave so they can dispose of the body.
Well, we back it up. Nice not your majesties. Don't walk away, folks. That's what we see here.
Um,
I'm like a butterfly.
at at that moment, the king notices the three of you standing there,
Oh, fuck.
and he's he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you. I didn't know you guys had wandered up.
Uh, 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 uh,
I do remember that I was supposed to show you the entrance to the Underdark today.
Yes.
Um, we we just well, I'm sure you know who this person was, and he points to what's left
Yes,
of him.
and it looks
Uh,
like you took care of him very efficiently.
well,
quite, very, very efficient.
we tried to get information out of him, but he was somewhat stubborn. So
Well, I mean, when they're stubborn, you just gotta, right?
we figured there were easier ways in the end. So
Uh,
we just
Well, I
sort of, we
don't think you have to
just,
worry about him being stubborn anymore.
right.
well,
Uh,
no. Eh, he's probably just as stubborn in the afterlife as he was here. But that's not our concern anymore. So,
No,
um,
I suppose it's my father's concern at this
yeah,
point.
yeah, actually. So, if you wouldn't mind following me, I will show you the entrance to the Underdark. It, it's in the basement dungeon of the castle. Uh,
Oh, that would be lovely, Your Highness.
so, like I said, if you'll follow me, just be careful because the basement level ca- can be a little tricky to get around down. And with that, he um, reaches over, kisses his wife on the cheek, and says, I'll be back as soon as I show her uh, guest where they need to go. And she nods. And so he and two of the guards escort you through the castle, past the chamber that you saw them in earlier, um, past the great hall where they do parties and state functions and such. Um, and eventually you get to this darkened hallway that leads down, and everything goes from ornately decorated to just plain rough stone. And um, one of the guards opens a large door, um, a large heavy door, and you walk through it with the king, and there's this fairly expansive room that you walk into that has all manner of rather scary looking objects in it. Uh, and a couple of them have what look like fresh blood on them, which you can pretty much guess used to belong to the guy that was outside. Uh, you'll have to excuse the bit of mess. We haven't had the servants in to clean the the equipment today yet. Um, watch your step and don't, you know, be careful to get around all the equipment. Some of it has sharp edges on it. You want to be safe. Um, and, and you guys make your way through there, and there's a somewhat smaller door on the other end. And the king himself opens this door for you and says, "That is that hall is the our connection to the Underdark.
I mean,
It it's fairly well lighted with torches, but it's still darker than what most people would like. So be careful. Uh, it it does go for a ways before you actually enter the Underdark." Uh, And I will give you a hint. It is guarded on the other side. So
Guard it with by.
by drow
Okay.
on the others on the um, Underdark side. Every time I have ventured over, there's been two, so I'm assuming there's only two guards, but I could be wrong as far as that goes.
Um, any advice to dealing with them?
Um, I would say um, be very careful etiquette wise because you currently don't have a drow with you, so they're going to immediately be suspicious as to why you're down there. Um, so they won't provoke you if you don't provoke them. And um, as far as the queen being in, I'm not sure about that. So, and this tunnel does lead to um, the capital city of the Underdark. So, if the queen is anywhere, she would be there.
Right.
Um, I have not found her pleasant to deal with, however. I would advise you to do what you are going there to do and get out.
Hopefully, we'll
Right.
be able to do that.
I try to not come not go there unless it's absolutely necessary.
No, I mean that's understandable.
Catastrophe averted. I just about dropped an entire tray of dice,
Oh no.
so that would have been bad.
That would have been very bad.
And
So,
the king says, well, as you can obviously guess, I have other things to deal with currently, so I'm going to leave you to your mission now, and good luck, and hopefully we'll meet again on the other side when all this is done.
yeah,
So
but we'll share some drinks and some stories and hopefully not get our heads exploded.
that depends on if we find out if you're whether you're a spy for another kingdom or not.
I assure you, I know nothing and I will never know anything at all.
No, we're just diplomats. We're not spies.
Funny, that's what he said too. Um,
But
but we had other information as far as he was concerned.
we're definitely not spies. We are 100% on the level. immenseness.
Yeah.
You're you're very scary. And trust me, if I knew something, you'd be the first person I told.
Well, that's good to know. But good luck. Good luck, whatever you need to do down here. And we will probably, hopefully, see you after your trip to Xandor is complete.
Well, yeah, hopefully we'll see each other again. Uh, have a nice day, Your Majesty.
You too. And he sort of turns and strides off.
Okay, we are never coming back here ever again.
And
Sadly, we will be having to.
That guy is scary. He blew up some guy's head.
the queen did that.
Oh right,
Yes, his
but
wife
still,
did that.
The king just sort of watched and enjoyed the whole thing, and the queen
right,
did that.
right. He was smiling. Well, heads exploded. There was exploding head. The guy's mind was literally blown.
Yes, it was,
But
like I said, very efficient.
And the odd thing is, it didn't make a mess. It just sort of disintegrated, and there was no leftover anything.
So
So,
yeah, next time we visit, I won't be coming. I'm not coming. I'm gonna stay in the car.
so
Wait, that might make him suspicious of me. Oh crap! If I don't stay in the car for my safety, he might send guards to get me because I'm trying to be safe. Then I won't be safe. I just
Jinx,
simply
stop
want to
hurting
be
your
safe.
head.
I just want to be safe.
You're going into the Underdark. You're not safe.
Right.
Well,
Sort of
well,
what I was thinking. We're not,
you
none of us are going to be safe in the Underdark.
you
well, I mean
you you,
that's a given.
you adventure for a living. Is safety really an option?
Well, I mean, we're safer in the underdog. Then we're going to be with the king and queen, I think.
I wouldn't put my
Mm,
money on that bet.
I don't know. She blew up a guy's head. I've never seen anything in the underdog blow up a guy's head before.
yeah, but you were born down here.
Yeah.
Y-
I
You've
mean,
heard all you've heard all the stories of what the Drow Queen does to people she doesn't like.
yeah, but she
So
never blew up a guy's head. She left the face alone. She collected them, but she left them alone.
so you guys start heading your way down this tunnel, for lack of a better term. And there is a slight decline. You can tell you are going down. And the further down you go, the darker it gets.
Ah, it's
Which ones of you can see in the dark, if
well.
any of you?
Me,
I
I
have
know I
dark
have blind
vision.
vision, so
So we'll fall can, but Y- Jinx and Canna can't.
I have dark vision,
Okay.
so I can
I
see a
have
little bit.
I have
probably.
blind senses or whatever it is, so I can echolocate.
Yeah.
If I recall.
Jinx is fine in the dark because bats live in the dark.
Mhm.
So, um, so everybody should be good as far as being able to see what they need.
Oh, it's been so long since I've been down here. Oh, you can hear the whole chorus just chirping away. Oh, I miss that sound.
And as you're walking through this tunnel, you you see various cobwebs and water dripping here and there. It's like, you know, your standard underground sort of atmosphere. Um, but as the king said, it is a fairly long tunnel. You will be walking for a bit to get there.
It is what it is.
All right, so when we get to the gods, I'll do the talking.
Um, I need all three of you to make perception checks for me.
Yay, my dice hate me.
Jinx is the only character I know that is happy about that.
I got a 3.
Oh god, I got a dirty
So,
20.
we'll fall.
9, 14, 17.
Okay. Lafal and Kenna, as the three of you are walking down this tunnel, um, you begin to notice a very sickly, sweet smell in in the air.
Like something like rotting meat or something dead, something like that.
No, like, have you ever eaten something that was so sweet that it was too sweet and it was almost repulsive because it was too sweet?
Mm.
It's
No, I can't say that I have.
Uh, I sort of have once. I can't remember when, but
it's
I
sort
know what you're talking about.
it's sort of like fermented candy, that sort of sweet, or fruit that's, yeah. And this smell tends to get stronger the closer to the drow city that you're headed toward. And I would say after a good half an hour of steady walking, you finally see a gate in the distance. And behind that gate, you see several spires that look like they're the tips of buildings, but you can't really tell what substance they're made out of. And after maybe 10 minutes more of walking, you finally get to the gate. And as the king had said, there are two medium sized drow guards. They have grayish skin, uh, snow white hair, done in braids that uh, trail mostly down their back. And they're wearing black leather armor. And you would swear that the swords that they're carrying are made out of silver. And you stop at the gate, and one of them asks you, "Who are you, and why are you here?"
Oh, uh, uh, experiment 5713-220. Uh, and I'm kind of got a wee bit homesick and want to pick up some more drowish music on the way. Learn some new songs for my repertoire.
One of them looks at you.
Do I need to show the tattoo? Well, not real tattoo. Do I need to show the brand? You guys branded me.
He's like, "That's fine. I remember you.
Right, I remember you too. Oh God, I remember you.
We thought you were gone permanently."
No, actually, the bloke you sent to, I think, get rid of me or take me for every cent I got, kind of sort of got eaten by a thing, and we have no idea what ate him.
Hmm. Um. And he turns and whispers to his guard mate, and his guard mate turns and walks away.
I think we might be in trouble. I think I played for this guy's birthday party once.
And
Yes, we're in trouble.
the guard that was talking to Jinx turns back to you.
I just do a nervous smiling wave.
And he returns your smile, but he's not nervous at all. And
This isn't good.
he actually opens the gate.
Oh,
"Come on through, but wait here."
oh. You know what? Thank you guys kindly. We'll just be stepping on through.
So the three of you step through the gate, and the guard closes the gate behind you.
That went better than I thought.
and you wait about 10 minutes and the other guard returns with another person walking next to him. Uh, Jinx, give me a perception check.
All right, roll perception.
Yep.
Not one.
Are you kidding
I
me?
am not joking. I rolled in that one. My dice hate me. I am probably.
Jinx, Jinx, you need to find better songs.
or better
Uh,
dice.
or both. Uh, you have no idea who the person next to the guard is, but they look at you and you can see in their eyes that they know who you are. They turn to you and say, "It's been a long time since I've seen you.
Yeah, you. I think yeah, it's been way too long,
The last
buddy.
the last time I saw you was in the lab that you were born in.
Right, you're the guy that made me.
Well,
I worked on a project. One of those two.
I
Hey, how's it going?
I'm one of the people that was on the team that made you.
Right.
The guy that was the head of the team is no longer with us.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He was
Uh,
he was a good bloke. He was a nice guy.
yeah,
Oh, question: are you guys gonna make more of me, or am I that much of a screw up that you decided to scrap the project?
nope.
Nope to the screw up, or nope to the not making more of me.
Well, we don't know what you've been doing, so we don't know
Well,
how, how much
I
of a
have
screw up
stories
you
to
are,
tell
but
you. Oh,
um, no, the project sort of abruptly got canceled.
so I'm just gonna be one of a kind then.
Your creator said something the queen didn't like,
Oh man.
and we haven't seen him since.
Oh, well, his head's probably on display.
So,
Is she gonna want me head on display because I don't want to be on display?
uh, you're not on display per se,
Oh, thank God she's not gonna cut off my head and put it on a pike.
but the queen did say that if you ever appeared again, she wanted to see you.
Well,
Uh-oh.
you know what? I would love to see her too. Uh, in fact, we would love to see her Royal Majesty. Right, guys? Right.
I would have just rather passed on through without seeing her.
Well, our lady, she's the queen. You kind of got to see the queen when you get
Well,
into
I mean,
town.
I'm assuming she's the one that's holding Korai, so you kind of have
Don't,
to
don't,
see
no, no,
her.
no, 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 no. We don't talk about you know who to the you know who during while we're here for the you know what.
Oh my god.
Well, my point is we sort of have to see the Queen, I think.
Right.
Well, the person turns and says, "You really don't have a choice now.
Yeah, we definitely don't have a choice now. Thank you very much, Kenna.
Um, and if you would all like to follow me,
You know what? We would love to follow you. We're gonna follow you right to the queen. Here we go.
and
Follow me.
and he basically starts leading you down the road from the gate, and you enter this incredibly. It seems like the largest city you've ever been in, and
Ah,
there are massive buildings with dark spires and uh, m- most of the facades on the buildings
well, I always
are
said when I
are
was
either black or gray, and you see people bustling everywhere, yeah, or drows bustling everywhere. Uh, they're males, female, children. Yeah. Um, and then in the distance, you can see this very large rectangular structure, and the lowest window you can see is at least 20 feet up. And um, the person you're following sees you looking and says, "Yes, that's where the queen lives. That's where you're going."
well, I mean, when you see the biggest tower in town, you come over your head and
Um, I don't know that the queen is in currently.
oh,
We
that's
don't
perfect. We can just we can go see her another time.
we don't really get we don't she doesn't tell us her schedule. So we don't really know when she's in and when she's not. Uh, Several of her assistants are in, but because there's always somebody representing her here.
Oh,
Um,
that's just gonna be so much fun for us.
so, so what I will do is take you and introduce you to her
That would be
as
lovely.
associates. Um,
That would be fun. I cannot wait. If you die, I am blaming this all on you.
Sure, it wouldn't be the first time somebody blamed my death on me.
I didn't hear that.
But
I'm a,
I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time someone blamed their death on me.
Be the first time they did it when you were sober. But that's a whole other question. Um, so he does what he says. He leads you up to the entrance of this very large rectangular building. There, there are guards similar to the ones at the gate around the doors of this building.
Oh God, don't make eye contact. I think I played that guy's bar mitzvah. Hey, you. Uh,
That's too good of an opportunity to pass up. See, When Jinx says that, the guy tur- turns slightly, sees Jinx, and the whole look on his face changes,
Oh no.
and he literally begins to step forward toward Jinx, but the other guards, the other guard that's there stops him. So he's like, "This is not the time for this. There are more important things going on, and besides, I thought he was dead.
I
What is he?
mean,
What is he doing back here?"
well, I was dead, but I lived. Ta-da!
And the first guard is like, "That just means they didn't do a good enough job."
Well, actually, the guy who was in charge of me kind of sort of got eaten by something.
Well, yeah, the queen had him executed.
Oh
For,
no, I meant the manager that you guys put in charge of me.
um,
He got
well,
eaten by something.
the
And something tells me you guys come by here, been an assassin sent to kill me or something like that. One of those two.
the guy, the scientist that created you, was killed by the queen for creating you.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So, so
I'm that much of a screw up.
I
Well,
wouldn't
I'm
advise.
actually kind of proud of this.
I wouldn't advise you to hang around here if I were you.
Well, actually, I'm on my way to see the queen right now, and she probably wants to kill me. But know that I was big enough screw up to,
Well,
I'm
see,
actually very proud of this situation.
I think what she wants is to see you because
Wait,
she's never seen you.
then what?
Oh God.
I will be happy to show her.
So, but you're in luck.
Why? Why
You're,
such a damn headache?
you're in luck because she's not in today.
Oh, thank God. Are you okay, the fall?
Why such a damn headache?
But
Do you need to take a Tylenol?
half dragon, they didn't have Tylenol, and
Oh, I
the
didn't know she was in character or out of character.
yeah, uh, but I can take you to one of her advisors if that's why you're here.
Right. I would love to have. I'd love to meet the advisor, and I'd love to see the queen.
I'm sure the advisor has a better idea of what the queen's schedule is than I do.
Well, I'm sure she does. I'm sure they do. I'm sure. If,
So,
you know,
so the two guards escort the four of you inside, and there's no light in this building. It's as dark as it can be. And they lead you to a large metal door that takes both guards to open. And they escort you into this room and close the door. It is lit by candlelight only, but you can't. It is lit well enough that you can see around you. The there's a couple of chairs and a sofa type looking thing, and sitting on that sofa next to the candle is a older male drow who uh, he has the same white hair as all drow, except there are silver streaks running through it, showing how old he actually is. And upon seeing you, he stands and
Uh,
he he puts out a hand and says, "Hello, I, I am Scandia. Who might you be?"
oh, well, nice to meet you, Scandia. I am Jinx, and this is me motley band.
Hello.
Nice to meet all of you.
Oh,
Uh,
it's nice to meet you as well.
I have been the Queen's advisor long enough that I know about you. And he
Oh,
points at Jinx.
no.
Um, I do not know you, but I know of the stories of you.
So you've heard of my I would say exploits, travesties. That's right, travesties.
Um, but the rest of you I do not know. Uh,
This is Kenna. She's
Hello.
a bard like myself, but unlike me, she's actually really skilled. Like really, really skilled. I mean, she she knows how to play all the chords
yeah.
on the thing here.
I'm chuckling, but it's the DM chuckle. It's not.
Oh God. Oh no.
It's
Not the
not.
DM chuckle, please.
It's not. The guy you're talking to is not chuckling, but
Right.
like, uh, because I've seen some of Kenna's Bard rolls too, so it's like,
Most of
uh,
them have been
y-
good, but yeah. So,
and you can't play chords because she plays drums. So,
right.
but
And I tell Scandia, it's nice to meet you. I've never been to the Underdark myself, but I have got a very close, well, he used to be a very close friend who is a drow, so.
hmm, oh, must be one of the ones that left us.
Yes, he didn't feel he fit in so well here.
Uh, well, from we get that mostly in the male species, as the females are in charge. Sometimes,
Mm, yeah, true, but no, it's a female, and supposedly she was.
Oh, I was referring to my friend who is a male, yes.
Uh,
and but why are you? Why are you here? Why did you come to the Underdark? We don't get.
We're, we're with Jinx. He said we're part of his group.
we don't get many non-drow visitors down here, so
In all honesty, we came to rescue our friend.
Here we
rescue
go.
Oh, Jinx, you're not going to get mad at her for saying something then.
re- rescue your friend.
Yes.
Why would your friend need rescuing from the Underdark?
I'm doing the cut it scene with my hands.
Well, she wanted to come see her parents before they were executed,
Oh
and
god.
apparently someone decided to take her earlier.
So, so this person you're coming to rescue is the offspring of someone who's about to be eminently executed.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
this has been a lovely experience,
Um,
and we're all gonna be fucking killed.
he he
We're all
re-
gonna
he reaches into his robe
well, this is where we
and
die.
and pulls out a rolled up piece of parchment
Oh, here we go.
and and unrolls it and studies it for a second and then rolls it back up and puts it back in his pocket.
Well, so much for being sneaky.
Says, as I am the Queen's head advisor, I know her schedule. We only have one execution scheduled for the near future. And those two are sitting in one of our holding cells downstairs. Um, and actually, now that you mention it, the third person in our holding cells is the offspring of the first two. And um, yes, I have to say that they were forcibly brought here. Uh, the the queen has yet to decide what to do with them.
Oh, it's probably gonna be the same thing they're gonna do with us now.
Um, but if you are here to rescue them,
Hypothetically speaking,
uh, not sure that's gonna happen. I can take you to them, but um, unless you want to end up in the same cell, that that visit that visit must be uh, how should I put this? Polite and cordial. And if there are any attempts to remove any one of the three of them, you will be added to them.
well, this is just lovely.
Am I clear on the conditions of your visit?
Crystal
Very.
clear, Eminence.
But I would be happy to take you downstairs
We'd be happy to go downstairs.
and oversee your visit with 3 of them. If that's why you're here.
Uh, uh, don't, that'd be perfect. That'd be great. That'd be grand. That'd be wonderful.
Uh, Jenks,
Yes.
give me a Constitution check.
Oh dear God, I'm this close to just passing out. Okay, here we go. Constitution. I know a 12. I got 12.
You're fine then. So he steps around the sofa to a wall, touches a point on the wall, and it slides open. And there's a flight of stairs headed down. He's standing at the top of the stairs by the wall. He's like, are the 3 of you going to follow me, or have you changed your mind?
Lead the way. I'll be right
We'll
behind
follow.
you.
Slowly.
So the 3 of you follow him down the stairs, and the hallway that the stairs are in opens to a wider room, which is filled with about 6 to 8 holding cells that you can see. 2 of them are filled. One with your friend, and the one next to it with your friend's parents. And he stops at the base of the steps. What are the 3 of you gonna do?
So, ask Korai, you all right?
What?
Are you all right? I mean, not really, obviously, but you're not hurt or anything, are you?
I look at Jinx. Dear Goddess, you brought them here.
God,
Don't you know better?
what was I supposed to do?
And Korai, you were not injured in any way. They just brought you here. But they haven't attempted to do anything to you since you were brought here.
Why'd you go off on your own without us? I mean, I thought we were going to come here all together.
You should have asked Betty. You should have asked Jinx that question. Sorry.
He didn't even see you leave. We were all asleep.
The fact that I'm amazed that you made it here alive should tell you all you need to know.
Oh, you're looking good. You're mad at me. I can tell you, really, really mad at me. That's okay.
So, who wants to explain what the heck's going on?
I think Korai would be the best to explain the situation. I mean, it's his story, and that
Thanks, Jinx.
I'm just saying.
At some point, I had to come see my parents. There was only so much we could do.
Right, but we were all going to come together. Well, you might not have ended up in there if it was all of us.
I don't think you're understanding. I'm surprised you're alive. I know I've already said that.
Well, yes, but the
I'm
fact is we
surprised.
are.
I'm surprised I'm not dead. There's any small mercy that my family's still alive, although they don't care.
Well, in fact, they do care. They don't want to actually be dead, but
I was talking about me. Remember, Korai's not a Loth cleric. She's not a Loth drow. So the part of it is that she escaped before she was killed by her own parents. She had to have been.
ah,
That explains a lot.
So, I don't understand the whole point of you wanting to come down here to see them if they were willing to kill you.
Yeah, who would have thought? But here I am.
And here we are, all together,
Yes,
one big happy family.
here you are.
Yep.
um,
I could try to find you a good lawyer, but I think all the lawyers in town hate me.
I'm not sure there's a word in my language for that.
Maybe that's why all my contracts failed.
no,
You
'cause
were created down here, Jinx. You
Right.
should know all of this.
Well,
You should have known better than to bring them here.
I mean, we had to come for you. You're like my big brother,
Big
Oh, my-
sister.
sister. I'm sorry.
I quit delineating you. You guys get it confused enough. It doesn't matter.
Your family. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm afraid we might be family and dead together as family.
Well, you know what?
That's why I came down here. And that's why I left. I didn't think you all would be brave enough or stupid enough to follow me here.
Oh, see, there's your big problem right
Well,
there.
apparently, we are brave and stupid enough.
Exactly.
Sound as good as it should have, but I guess we are, and it's because we care about you, Korai. You're part of our group. We can't just.
Right.
Well, we weren't going to just leave you down here.
It is good to see you.
It's great to see you too. Now, I'm going to do something really stupid.
Please don't.
Yeah, that
Jinx.
might not be the best idea,
Jeez.
Jinx.
before you do something really stupid, which I'm wholeheartedly cheering for, so I want to see this.
Oh my
Um,
god. Oh.
Give me another perception check.
All right. Perception. I got a 14. Oh no, I got perception's a straight. So I got a 13.
As you're saying this, you see something out of the corner of your eye.
Yep.
The person you were talking to earlier, who was a member of the team that created you, is now standing next to the advisor that brought you down here.
Oh, oh, hey, buddy, what brings you down here?
He just sort of smiles and waves, doesn't say anything really.
It's when they smile and wave that you really get scared. So, uh,
and you see him turn and say something to the advisor and then turn back.
well, you know how you
So,
said we had to be either stupid to be down here, right? Well, I think I'm the dumbest of us all. Because I think I angered every single person down here at one point in time.
Well, exasperated perhaps, maybe not angered, but
Oh, no,
what's your
but
point?
I think they're plotting to kill me.
Might be right.
And I'll find out what makes me tick. Or try to make more of me. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be going on here. But I got a feeling I'm going to end up on the dissection table. And if that's going to happen, I'm going to go out on my own terms. So here we go. I pick up the loot.
and
I am going to start playing.
Oh no.
So,
I am going to try to cast.
oh, you're gonna use your loot to try and cast a spell, are you?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe sleep.
Okay. You can definitely try that.
I got a 10.
No.
Nope.
So you're playing away and actually give me another roll to see
All right.
how well you're playing or not.
Well, I got an 11. Oh,
Eh,
my performance? That was my performance. It's a plus 3, so I
it's
got a
all
14.
right. You've played a lot worse before. It's not.
Yeah, a 14's not that bad.
This one's not so bad that they're gonna
how,
chop your head off just for playing.
how
But
close is Batty to the cell? Is how close is Jinx to the cell?
so you what now?
How close is Jinx to the cell that
Uh,
Korai is in?
in fact, all three of you, where are you in
I must say,
relation?
I must say, I'm kind of very close to the cell because I want to find out where this is going.
Okay, Kenna, where are you?
I'm actually standing right in front of the cell because I was talking to Korai. And
And LaFall, where are you?
Close enough to the cell as well.
Okay, so the three of you are just up around Korai's cell. Uh, Korai's parents hear Jinx play and they just sort of shake their head
Okay,
and
I'm
sit back down on the bench in the cell.
I'm going to cast silence on Jinx.
Nope.
You cast what now?
Silence.
Okay. That's an area of effect that's not
I
just
know.
on.
I know.
It'll
I don't
affect.
have anything else to shut him up with.
It'll affect everybody in the, and it'll affect your parents and everybody else there if you do
I
that.
know. Batty's doing something stupid. I feel like I have to do something equally stupid.
Yay! The stupidity is infectious.
Before Korai can do that, I'm just gonna reach over and take Jinx's loot from him. I'm just gonna take it out of his hands.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
make a sad
Well,
pouty bat face.
we'll do this at the same time. Kenna, you give me a dex roll to see if you can take it out of his hand.
I'll let her take it. It's fine.
13.
Okay, you're able to do it. Korai, roll for your spell.
It doesn't say what to roll here.
Oh, is there a, instead of it being a to hit spell, is it a saving throw thing?
This is for the duration of sound can be created within 20-foot sphere. A creature object is immune to blah 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 blah. Classing spell includes infernal. Oh, yeah, it doesn't, or at least the description here doesn't say anything about it.
Oh,
Which is,
either way.
I'm sure there's got to be something. It's a second level cleric spell.
And LaFall, while all this is going on, what are you doing?
I'm biting my tongue. Because I want to do some stuff that I know because they are being hospitable. I can't do anything to them yet.
No, the advisor and Jinx's creators / whatever are being quite nice and quite amenable.
That's why I said they're being hospitable. I can't do anything to them, but I'm watching them.
Okay, so you're just keeping an eye on them to make sure they don't try anything.
Exactly.
Okay. So, Robin, you looked up that. What did it say?
Yeah, it actually didn't say anything about a saving throw or anything. It looks like it's one of the things, the spells that you just do. It just happens.
Okay. Well, all right. And you said, it's from a
20 feet.
20-foot sphere.
Yeah.
Everybody in the room can no longer communicate with anybody.
So we have to use sign language.
There's just a, like the old Get Smart cone of silence over the whole. It covers it covers all of you plus the advisor and the lab guy too. It's like nobody can communicate with anybody anymore. You can see your lips moving, but there's no sound coming out of anything.
So I try and shoot Jinx a very worried look and put a finger over my lips. In the universal shh sound.
I give a thumbs up.
And Kenna, you're sitting there holding Jinx's loot while this is going on.
Right. I'm not going to give it back to him. Actually, I think I'm going to put it in my own pack.
Okay.
I'm going to hold on to Jinx's loot for the time being.
Yeah.
I love this game so much.
Yeah. The
I swear I
when
don't have
this
any of this planned out.
when this occurred, the lab guy and the advisor come rushing up to you, going, basically trying to say, "What the hell just happened here?" And,
I
and,
just shrugged my shoulders like, I don't know.
and nobody can answer anybody because they can't hear it.
This listed duration, but it listed as a concentration spell. Does that mean I can drop at any time?
You
That
have to
means
put concentration to, yeah.
that means as long as you're concentrating on it, it'll stay up. The minute you stop concentrating on it, it drops.
Okay. Is Jinx close enough to the cell door for me to grab his foot?
Yes.
Grab his ankle?
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that
Oh.
and stop concentrating on the spell.
Korai, how tall are you?
She's like 5'2".
So you're
So
like,
she's not very tall. She's a drop.
but compared to Jinx, you're like, yeah, he's 3 feet tall and you're 5'2". So
Okay.
yeah, you can actually reach out and grab his armor.
Well, I'm just trying to grab I'm in my head. I'm imagining Korai like on the floor of the cell, just sitting up against the wall or something. And I'm
Oh, I
just
thought
trying to.
you were standing there. But if you're sitting on the floor, you can grab his leg or whatever.
His ankle. That's kind of what I'm thinking, just to try and keep his attention and get him to shut up.
Okay, well,
Nope.
I won't make you roll for that. You can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I agree with it.
I'm gonna grab his ankle and drop the concentration on the spell. Stop concentrating on the spell.
Okay, so the spell drops, and everybody starts talking over everybody. Yeah, because you're yelling at Jinx. Kennan's trying to figure out what the heck's going. Kennan and LaFall are trying to figure out what in the world's going on. The lab guy and the advisor are like yelling at all of you because, what in the world are you casting spells from your cell for? Yeah. So everybody's yelling at everybody, basically.
I caused chaos.
Just you're not a metal. You are no longer a metal bard. You are a chaos bard.
He was never a metal bard to begin with.
I thought he was.
Yeah,
when we
I'm
first
a bard.
started this.
Yeah, I'm a barbarian.
He
Yeah,
thought he
well-
was.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I think since you've never raged in your life, you lose your barbarian card because
I kept getting rage, right?
you're the calmest barbarian ever known to exist. But,
Barbarian calm.
yeah. Sorry. You're a barbarian
Instead of strength bonus and damage bonus, you get hit points bonus.
You're the first barbarian to ever go through therapy, and it worked apparently. So, yeah.
I kept forgetting to rage. Oh, this thing's
Because when they made you, they were like, "Now you can't rage; it's not a good thing." So, so you've been told your entire existence that you can't rage. That's why you've never done it. Oh, by the way, give me another Constitution check.
All right. I'm guessing this is to prevent me from turning into. Okay, I got
Oh
a
no.
another 14.
Okay, you're still fine,
Okay.
but ah, but the more stressful the situation gets, the harder it's gonna be for you to stay fine.
Right. Right.
So, what does everybody want to do? Because the garden and lab guy are like really upset.
Listen, listen. I'm just trying to yell at everybody. I promise you didn't want to hear what was about to happen. It might not seem like it now, but I just did the best thing that we could do.
It's quite true,
I mean,
actually.
he does have a point. I did play at that one guy's bar mitzvah one time, and everybody kind of booed, got upset, and threw some apples at me. And that was a really good snack.
Yeah, there was the one time you played for the Frost Giant too. That didn't go well.
Oh, yeah, but his wife liked me.
His wife liked you. There was also the concert on the island.
Yeah, that didn't go well at all.
Look, whatever was getting ready to happen, it was better if it didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
all. Be mad. I get it. Did you really want to trigger some? Did you really want to bring more people down here to figure out why in the world you allowed this to happen?
And the advisor's like, I gotta work on putting magic dampening stuff on these cells, so
Yeah,
prisoners
that's
can't
your
do
fault.
this.
That's all your fault for not putting magic happening, jigs around the place. Yeah.
Well,
You know what?
if
When I
this
see the king,
happened,
when I
and
see
then
the
our
queen,
bard just tried to sing, I won't say anything.
right.
Your parents are now standing up at the side of their cell, just, just sort of staring at you like, is this really happening? Uh, they're like, we're about to be executed tomorrow and this shit happens. Uh,
You two, he doesn't have magic suppressing dampeners around here.
I
no.
would caution against any further dumb things. I don't know where you think we are,
No, I
but I
was referring
promise
to his
you,
parents, to your parents.
Well, Korai's parents aren't magical beings. They're just drows.
Hmm.
Drows have some innate magic, but they don't use it a lot. So they're like, we never cared about that.
So, question for you. Since me and Luke got taken, do you guys have a set of bagpipes?
Please say no. Please say no. Please say no.
Who are you asking this to?
I'm asking the advisor and the guy in charge of my experiments currently.
Um, they look at each other like, what? Uh, there's an instrument store in the city, but as far as like,
That's where we'll be going.
it's
This was
like,
great seeing you
yeah,
guys. Korai, You're the best. Don't worry, we'll try to get you out of here somehow. We'll figure it out. But we're gonna go to that direction. There.
So,
Can I roll for whatever this distraction would be? I'm trying to think of a distraction.
so
Are you seriously gonna?
let me get this
I'm
straight.
not getting you out of this one.
You're going to try and leave and go to the music instrument store and try and buy bagpipes.
Yes.
I'm gonna just grab hold of Jinx's shoulder, just hold him and not let
No,
him
actually, it's
move.
more so a plan to get us out of here and try to come up with a plan elsewhere to get Korai out by using the magic store as a music store as a front to the plan.
So, your idea is to say, okay, we're gonna head off to the magic store, to the music
Magic,
instrument
yeah,
store. We'll be back later.
yes, basically.
So, I'll do this. I'll give you a since you just came up with this plan, I'll give you a chance to discuss it with the other two
Okay,
first.
what do you guys think? Should we do this?
I'm trying to listen while kind of glancing at my parents.
So, Jinx, what is it exactly your plan is? Just to get us out of here, and then what? I mean, Korai's still here.
Then we get to some place we can actually come up with a real plan besides what I'm trying to do right now.
I suppose.
If this doesn't work, tell the Orchress I loved her, and if I ever got a chance, I would have married her.
Your orc cleric friend.
Yeah.
All right. I've actually got kind of a crazy idea myself to get rid of these two, so we can try to get Korai out right now.
Oh, all right, what's the plan?
I was thinking of using thaumaturgy to make it sound like something's falling over upstairs, some very loud noise that they would run up and check out. Then use my great axe to break the bars and get Korai out.
But the question is, how do we get out once Korai's out?
Yeah, didn't think that one through all the way.
Yeah, see, that we gotta figure out how to get him out while we also get out.
Alright, do you know of any other way out other than that? Is there another way out through here somewhere?
LaFall, what are you thinking about this whole thing? Because you're not saying anything, so what's going on?
Are you okay,
I'm
LaFall?
just watching everyone and what's going on, particularly our two hosts.
Well,
I'm paying very close attention to those two to see what they're doing.
they're just standing there slightly behind you guys. They're not saying anything, but they're not going anywhere. So, did you even hear this conversation?
Yeah, I heard they want to get us out of here right now to go think of a better plan, and Kenna has a better plan of trying to cause distraction upstairs so we can bust Korai out of the bars, which probably be almost impossible even with the great axe. and then figure out a way out.
Pretty much.
It's the old smash, grab, and run theory.
Right, exactly.
But
I mean, that's why I came here, is to get Korai the hell out of here. I'm not here for my own health.
no. Um. So what are you guys? What are you guys gonna decide to do?
Let's try the bagpipe store plan, and then come up with another plan elsewhere.
All right, as long as you think we can come up with a plan.
Yeah, I think we can. Well, you know what, lads? This was a great meeting you again. Oh my gosh, we gotta do this again some other time. Oh my god, what's that over there?
You did not just do that!
I rolled a 15 with that distraction.
Okay.
I can't.
You roll the what?
I rolled a 15.
Your lab friend actually turns his head and looks. The advisor is staring straight at you and didn't move.
Must have been. Looked like a big spider.
Yeah, that would be the queen. And she's big enough you don't want to see her.
Right. You know what? You're right. We don't want to see the queen. We should. That's why we should be going. Yeah, that's right. We should be going. It was great meeting you guys again. We gotta do this again some other time. It's been a lovely get together, but we really gotta go. We got a thing to do at the music store and buy some bagpipes. And after that, we got other things to do. And yeah, we gotta meet up again some other time. This has been really good.
The advisor looks at the lab guy. The lab guy walks over and grabs Jinx by the shoulders and
Well,
says,
I'm dead.
"You're not going anywhere."
Boy, who could have seen this one coming?
Well, I mean, unless they were 5 miles away. Well, at least can these two go? I mean, they're not part of this, and you guys just got what you wanted, which is me, and you're probably just going to just set me on some type of table somewhere. And I don't think they want to watch all the gooey bits, you know?
And the advisor is like, "You guys need to come up with a more logical story, or none of you are going anywhere."
Okay, you got me. I was homesick. I decided to come home and see everybody again, see all the smiling faces, and found out that almost everybody here wants to kill me. And yes, we wanted to save our friend, but obviously we can't do that right now. But you know what? You caught us. Congratulations. Whee! But you know, if something does happen to us, I will haunt you for the rest of your lives.
He smiles and goes, "Do you know how many people have died down here?
Oh, probably billions, but you know what? None of
think-
them are as annoying as me.
You think we're worried about that?"
Oh, I'd be worried about that. Imagine hearing me playing music in the dead of the night. Everybody's half asleep, and all of a sudden you hear bwah, 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 bwah. Yeah, that's on you. That's gonna be all on you.
I sort of look at Korai and I'm like, maybe you want to cast silence again.
And at this point, your parents are just like holding their heads, going, "It was nice and calm here a while ago, and we were just gonna die, and then this started." And it was,
Well, at least you get dinner and a show before you go.
Show before you go.
so, uh, so, so do the three of you have any sort of plan at this point?
Well, I mean, there's always me just yelling scatter, and we all trying to make a break for it.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to go very well.
Well,
You never
I
know,
mean,
that actually might actually work.
I'll tell the guard, well, all right, we came down here to see our friend, and we have done, so I guess, I mean, that's it. Shouldn't we just, be on our way now? I'm sure you've got an inn or something we could stay in.
Well, if you guys actually wish to leave, like actually leave, we'll let you do that.
Oh, thanks,
But
man.
this one here is getting a
Look of
little
surprise.
sideways, and
No, we'd very much like to leave, actually.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
so the lab guy lets Jinx go, but the advisor escorts you back upstairs, and he's like, "The door's over there."
So it is.
Look at door.
Let's go out the door, everybody.
And he sits back down on the sofa next to the table where his cup of tea is now cold, which he's not real thrilled about. And the three of you walk out the door. Now what?
Yes, now what?
Well, kind of maybe maybe have a little bit of a plan.
And what
Well,
plan
we
is that?
probably, maybe
I'm
we
going
ought
to
to
try to
get out
steal
of here.
delivery stick. I look around, make sure there's no guards.
There are two of them at the door.
Oh, two of them at the door.
You,
I'm going to go. My plan is I'm going to go to the pub and get something to eat and drink because these lovely guards here might be thirsty as well, and maybe they might want something to eat and drink, and I can bring it back for them. It's the perfect plan.
all that lute playing made you thirsty.
Right, very thirsty. You won't believe how thirsty I got. Oh my goodness.
So, and what a surprise! Across the street from where you are, there is a building that says Inn and Tavern on it.
Well, perfect place. Let's go there.
Works for me.
Well, thank you guys for all the help, and I hope your son Kevin isn't too upset about the last time I was in town when I kind of played at his seventh birthday party, and I kind of blew up the clown.
Yeah, he still has nightmares about that.
Yeah, poor old Bubble. I didn't know that Mr.
I
Barker's, I didn't know he put nitroglycerin in his nose. I just reached up to honk it.
I wouldn't go around telling that story if I were you.
Right,
There,
right,
there's still people from the party looking for you.
right. Yeah, probably. I know Papa's uh, widow is very, very upset with me. So,
Um, and he's just standing there glaring at you.
well, I better be off. I'm gonna turn and start walking towards the tavern.
And
Sit back and
said,
sigh.
and you know, the three of you make it over to the tavern fairly easily. There's not a line. The place is rather full of drow, though, and the bartender is the biggest female drow you've ever seen. She looks just slightly smaller than your orc friend.
You know, she's cutting my type, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to stay true to myself, and I'm going to stay with my lady.
She says, Welcome to the tavern, friends. What can I get you?
Uh, we'd like a set of rooms, please. We need about how many rooms you guys think we need? Like
Well, there are three of us.
6 rooms.
6 rooms.
Yep. We need 6 rooms for the 3 of us.
Okay. Um, I'll have to check and see if we have 3 rooms with adjoining doors.
That
Uh,
would be perfect.
why don't you guys take a seat at the bar and I'll go check that real quick.
Perfect. You go looky loo.
So, yeah, she walks around the bar and heads upstairs. What are the 3 of you gonna do while she's up doing that?
Sit with my back to a wall with no one behind it,
You
watching what everyone does.
you
That's
can
actually a very good idea.
you can do that because the end of the bar is close enough to the wall that if you uh, seat yourself on the corner bar stool, you'll basically be against the wall looking at everybody else. So he comes back a few minutes later and goes, I think we can do that.
That would be perfect. Thank you so much.
Uh, it'll be 12 gold for 6 rooms, though.
Right. I'm reaching into my bag. I think I have 12 gold.
And she says basically, you've just rented every room we've got.
Perfect.
Um, and dinner, all drinks, and breakfast is included.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So she she slides 3 menus down the bar. And everything on the menu is sort of, I don't know, how would I put it? the descriptions are all like dark and slimy and stuff. Yeah. Um, and the food is not something. The descriptions don't sound like anything you've ever seen on a menu before.
Right.
But at the bottom of the first page, it does say that they have uh, ale, world famous drow ale that's made in house.
I noticed the ale, and I look at Kenya, and I do the no symbol, signal, because we kind of need to stay sober for this one.
And actually, it's been a stressful enough day that I'm very tempted. So
Yeah, but we really need to stay on target right now.
you're right. I know. Thank you, Jinx.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So the reason I look around, make sure nobody's listening while we talk, while we whisper. The reason I ordered 6 rooms is in case somebody tries to get us during the night. We'll have different rooms to sleep in.
All right.
So we'll put up dummies in one of the in 3 of the rooms. We'll take a residence in the other 3.
You think someone's going to come after us tonight, then?
Well, I mean, the guys were whispering. I couldn't make out everything they were saying. But something gives me the feeling that we're really not welcome here and they're going to try to get rid of us. Well, I know I'm definitely not welcome here. But that's because of stuff I've done.
Well, probably none of us are because we're not drow.
Right. But you're not drow. I'm just a troublemaker who accidentally killed a clown.
And you're technically not drow either, even though you were created
No,
by them.
I'm a deranged science experiment and got loose. Basically.
And the bartender walks back over.
Oh, hey, it's you!
Yeah, I was here a couple minutes ago.
Like, oh crap, did you overhear everything we just said?
have you guys decided what you wanted yet?
Yeah, I'll have the mushroom stew.
Okay.
The fall?
The bartender looks over at LaFall before you can order and goes, "We don't get many dragon types down here. Especially, we get a shadow dragon now and again, but a gold and silver, and we don't get those down here." Are you on vacation or what?
She
The
said
fall.
in the chat she went to get something to drink.
Oh,
All right.
I don't know if she's back yet.
Okay.
okay. I'll just do that in a second when they get back. I didn't notice them.
No, I didn't notice either. And I'm sorry if I'm taking over the game again. I really apologize for that. I don't mean to upstage anybody.
You're doing fine.
So I'll ask her. Well, I'm not that familiar with your fare down here. Is there anything you recommend?
Well, what kind of food are you familiar with?
Well, regular pub food, steak, stew, that sort of thing.
Well, we our terminology is different. We have stew. Um, we don't really get much call for steak because there are not many things to make steak out of down here. Um, Mainly stew and salad, and our vegetables are kind of slimy. I don't know if you'd be into those. Uh,
I guess I'll just have the stew then, and I suppose it's too much to ask that you might have bread pudding.
I will actually roll and see what she says, just for fun. Hmm. Um. I think we have something vaguely familiar. Uh, I'll ask the cook about that, and
Have you got
then
any sort of tea?
what?
Have you got any sort of tea?
Yeah, we have tea,
All right, I'll have that then.
and and then she turns to the fall and goes, "We don't get many dragon types down here.
No, I suppose you don't. Well, no, you should, but you
Well,
probably don't run across them much.
we have a shadow dragon float over now and again, but definitely not a gold and silver type like you. Uh, in uh, in fact, LaFall, give me a Constitution check.
14.
You you notice you're feeling when she mentions that. You notice you're feeling just a slight bit off, just a slight bit nauseous.
When she mentioned the shadow?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the Underdark is an inherently evil place,
Oh, yeah, I know. And that's
and with the type
hospitality has been good, so I am abiding by hospitality.
with the type of dragon mixture you are, plus being a paladin now, you're like you're trying to be nice and you're holding it together, but just the
The nature of
prevail.
things is wanting me to act out what I am. Yes, I know,
Yeah,
but their
yeah,
hospitality has been suitable
and
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 winning.
that's why you're trying to hold it together because yeah, you would look rather odd attacking them out of nowhere. So,
Hmm.
uh, but uh, she's like, uh, you see anything on our menu you would want? uh,
Um, Sadly, nothing here sounds appetizing.
I can understand that unless you're a drow, most people wouldn't like the food down here. Um, I can. Getting your friend a salad. I could get one for you.
That's okay. I just tanker of water. I'll deal
Okay,
with food later.
okay, that's fine. And she tur- she turns to go into the kitchen. She brings your drinks out, and a couple minutes later, uh, she brings the food out. Uh, and interestingly, interestingly enough, she puts a plate in front of you, Kenna, that looks somewhat like the bread pudding you order normally, except it's dark. And bread pudding usually isn't. So she said, as far as the bread pudding goes, this is the closest thing that we've got. Have
Thank
you,
you.
have you ever had molasses cake that's like that dark molasses color? That's what it looks like. I don't know why you guys are here, but hopefully you enjoy your visit and are able to stay out of trouble.
Thank you
And
kindly.
she
I hope
turns to
so
go.
too.
She turns to go get a drink for one of the other patrons at the other end of the bar. So, what are the three of you guys? Are you just sort of quietly, silently eating your food, or
I'm just going to keep eating for now. Well, while we try to think of a plan to save Korai.
so you guys are just like casually finishing your food,
Hmm.
and you see the queen's advisor that you talked to earlier
Oh, bugger.
walk
Okay.
in, walk in, and sit down at a table directly uh, within sight line, about 30 feet away from you. And you see the bartender rush over to see what he wants. He looks up from the menu and sees the three of you.
Do I notice him and do I have to roll Constitution?
Yes, because you get extremely nervous when he looks directly
Oh
at
my
you.
god! Oh my god, yes!
Oh no.
And
Oh
What
that's
no.
20! I got another 20.
For some reason, at this particular second, you are not, your nerve just like steady, and all of a sudden you feel like you can handle this. And you have a very great urge to just walk up and start talking to this guy.
Okay. Oh, look who it is. Hey, buddy. Great to see you again. This is taken. So, what you be eating? This is something
What?
good.
It's around, when he gets his food, it's a bowl of um, they're like brownish black earthworm sort of thing.
They have that here? Oh, man. If I knew that, I will order that. I'll order the mushroom stew myself.
He,
I tried it.
he
It's really
he's
good.
like, he is instantly annoyed actually.
Yes.
But he's like, you grew up here. You should know that they have this here. And
I was born in a lab. Most of the food I had was
he sort of crinkles his nose and goes, "Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
They probably fed you lab mice or something."
No, it wasn't mice. They always went with the
But,
radioactive roaches.
but yeah, this is like standard fare for working people. It's like the the Underdark version of spaghetti or something. It's like standard.
Really?
Everybody in the Underdark makes this stuff.
Well, you know what? I never knew, and I think next time I'm here, I'm definitely going to have to order that.
Um, I usually get it here. The other places that serve it aren't quite as good, but
Really? Well, you know what?
the
I'll have to try your places. Your
the
places sound nice.
the
Where
bar
else?
the bartender does pretty well with it here.
Oh, I
But
bet. So, anyway, these are places. I grab a piece of paper and I grab a pen and I start I start asking him what are the other places that he goes to.
and he just lists a couple of the other ends, maybe a restaurant or two downtown.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
And that's all, right?
well, that's the ones I've been to.
Well, you know
Uh,
what? We're definitely gonna have to check out these places next after we go to the music store. I still have to get those bagpipes, so you know.
and at that, he sort of cringes. He's like, I hope you're better at bagpipes than you are at lute playing, buddy.
You know what? We'll find out when I get my bagpipe. I give him the okay sign, and I give him a smile, and I walk back to the group.
And he goes back to he he relaxes and goes back to his food.
All right, I'm going to save the piece of paper with the list of places for later, so I can share that with the group when we're done eating and in a safe location.
Okay. So maybe 20 minutes later, the guy gets uh puts his finishes his bowl uh and gets up and walks out the door. And the bartender comes over and says, Can I get you guys anything else?
Well, no, I think I'm gonna be heading to bed. It's getting a little light for me. You know how it is.
Yeah, I think
But
we're all right, thanks.
All right. So, with your bill covered by your room, you guys finish your are done with your food. So, what are you guys gonna do now?
I'm gonna head up to the room and wait for the others to get there.
Okay. And eventually, the three of you meet up upstairs.
All right. So here's the list of places that we are not going to visit because there might be too many eyes, if you know what I mean.
Oh, all
So,
right.
so,
That's a
uh,
good
Okay.
idea.
we're not going to visit this place, this place, this place, this place, that place, this place. Although I do kind of want to go here because it sounds like the food's kind of good, but we're not going to have to go there.
All right. So, what does that actually leave us anywhere to eat then?
Well, I mean, besides here, this is kind of the only spot where we kind of can eat at the moment. But at least here, we can keep our eyes on him while he's keeping his eyes on us.
Right.
And it's basically free there as long
It's
as you got rooms. So,
right. Anyway, I'm going to start making a dummy and putting it in my bed. I recommend everybody do the same. And then we will sleep in the same room for the night.
Okay. The only problem though is everything happening with Korai tomorrow.
Oh no, that's why we're putting the dummies in now, because we can kind of sneak out later. We have an alibi. Well, you guys have an alibi. I don't. So
it,
here's the plan.
it's,
You
ba-
two have
it's,
to do the rescue mission without me.
it's,
Because I'm
base,
with you, I'm going to get caught.
it's basically only around dinner time. So, it's not like it's late at night.
Right.
The- There
But,
are people still milling around and, yeah.
right. But what I'm saying is, if we're going to do this right, you two are going to need to be disguised. Being a bat, I can't be disguised. So you guys might have to do this without me.
Okay. First off, I stand out more than you.
I'm the last. I'm the only one of my kind, love. You're a giant dragon, yes, but there's tons of you. You mess up, they're just going to think, oh, some other dragon did this.
No, there's not tons like me.
In fact, like the bartender said, there's shadow dragons wandering around,
Oh, right, right,
but nothing that looks like a fall.
right. All
So,
right, so okay,
in
that
fact,
throws that.
there aren't very many uh, tieflings like Kenner running around down here either.
Right, so
No, it's 99% drow down here.
Yeah,
um,
basically.
well, I'm just saying, you two might be able to switch forms, or do put on a disguise kit or something like that. Me, it's a little more difficult to hide the wings and the ears, you know.
Wings, ears, tail.
Right, I forgot. You're full. I thought you could turn human.
No, I haven't learned that yet.
No,
Oh,
he's a Lafal is a half dragon, not a
oh,
full blown. Yeah,
my bad, fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and this is gonna sound terrible, and I
yeah.
deeply apologize. I thought
So,
all dragons knew how to turn into humans.
I haven't learned that ability yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not as quick as learning magical things as other kin are,
Well, right,
who are full.
right. And as I said, I deeply apologize. Really do. I, I was raised in a lab. I didn't know.
So now the question becomes is how do we get back inside? How do we get down the stairs? How do we break Korai out?
Well,
Get back up and out all in the same night.
I did have a plan. It was going to involve some of us, involve sneaking in, finding the blueprints to the castle, trying to find the dungeon, and then getting ourselves out somehow. Maybe it's a castle. There's got to be like a secret passage. Over books, and every book says the castle has a secret passage somewhere.
Neither of you would happen to be able to, well, I know, Jinx, I'm not sure if you've got magic, but can anyone cast with, pass without a trace?
Well,
I haven't got that one myself, but that would be very handy right about now.
I do have one thing with me. I pull out my sword of invisibility. I got this.
Yeah, your sword is invisible, but you're not.
Oh, it doesn't turn me invisible?
No.
That's not very helpful.
It basically means it looks like you're standing there, but you don't have a sword in your hand.
I look at my sword. I just say, "You're useless. You're as cursed as I am."
And it's a short sword, by the way, which uh,
Well,
for
for me, it's
you,
a long sword.
right? But for everybody else, it's a short sword. So,
Okay, so cloaks of invisibility. Let's go to a magic shop and buy some cloaks of invisibility. Although they're going
That's at
to
least part of a plan.
we go in, steal blueprints, get to the castle, find an exit, get out with Korai, and maybe his parents. That's if his parents really want to come with us. I don't know if they want to come with us or just want to die.
well, if you were about to be executed tomorrow, what would you think?
Oh, definitely would want. Well, definitely would want to go for it. All right. So close of invisibility. Let's go. I'm doing the finger guns. We're going pew pew pew.
Finger gun.
Okay. So the three of you leave the inn. Um, and you see um, a person, a male drow in royal colors, and he's standing over by the castle itself, and he he's basically announcing the time and date for the execution, so that if people want to come and witness it, they're allowed to. Uh, he's
Well,
even like, you can make a day of it. You can bring lunch and drinks and bring the kids and, make a day of it.
okay, so we know the time limit. Let's get going. Go, 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 go.
And so it's, I would say it's about early evening at this point. You just finished dinner.
Okay. Is the magic shop open?
No, it is past closing time for most businesses, however. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Question:
Yeah.
is their apartment attached to the to the store?
An apartment?
Yeah, some stores would have a house the above the store.
Oh, you mean where like the owner might live or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, no.
We're breaking in.
You're going to attempt to break into the
I'm
magic?
going to attempt to break into the shop and steal some potions of invisibility and maybe some cloaks of invisibility.
Okay,
Okay.
as he's attempting this stuff, I am walking away. I will not be a part of this
Yes,
knowingly.
I'm not. If I can't reason with Jinx, I'm just going to pick him up and carry him away because this is not a good idea.
But it's right there. No, the fault. I don't want you to change your law, mate. So you're fine. You don't have to join us.
No,
I was
I'm not
saying,
doing Jinx. Jinx, this isn't happening. No, we're not breaking in. I'm sure the shop opens at what, dawn, 6 o'clock in the morning or something.
yeah,
We can come then.
but there's going to be more eyes on us then because of the time limit.
Jinx, you're not going to help anybody if you get us all caught and thrown into prison.
Because um, basically the Royal Heralds said that the execution was scheduled for straight up 12 o'clock noon tomorrow.
And what time does the store open?
Like your average store, like 9.
All right, so okay, we'll do it legit. We'll do it legit.
Do it legit.
So, what are the what are you guys gonna do to spend your evening?
I'm going to head back to the tavern and try go up to one of the rooms where go to the room that we're staying at, and I'm going to try to come up with a plan.
Okay. Uh, well, as it is getting late for the people on the East Coast and
Hmm.
in the Midwest, um, unless you guys were gonna do anything else between now and the time that we're gonna turn in for the evening,
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to my room.
um, we'll just say that you guys went back to the inn and we're discussing things and tried to come up with a plan that you could implement in the morning.
I,
And
I still think we could use the cloaks of invisibility and sneak in, or potions of invisibility and sneak in somehow. It's a drow place. I bet they sell it because there are a lot of drow assassins out there.
so between now and the next time we play, you guys can come up with a plan and see
Right.
if you can rescue Korai, uh,
Don't worry, Carl. We're coming for you, buddy.
and or his parents.
Yep.
Um,
We're coming for you, even if I have to seduce the queen.
Oh Lord.
ah,
Yeah, I might not. I probably wouldn't recommend that.
No, I wouldn't do that at all. But
I used a level 2 spell slot trying to keep you from getting us all killed.
so, so that's where we'll call game for tonight. So did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Oh yes, that was hysterical.
Um,
I'm glad. I'm hoping I didn't kill anybody laughing.
I'm waiting to see what you guys ultimately do. Uh,
Well,
I
well,
Good.
go ahead, Lafal.
I honestly got no idea what the hell we're gonna do.
Good
Uh,
figuring it.
well, my plan is sneak into the place, steal the blueprints for the castle, knock out one of the guards, take the key, unlock the door, and get everybody out.
and where is it you would think that the blueprints for the castle would be located?
Well, there's like three places I think would be where the blueprints of the castle would be. One would probably be the castle treasury. The other might be the archives or the library. And last but not least, probably somewhere in either the throne room or the bedchambers.
And you're welcome to look in all of those places. Those last two might be kind of risky, though.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since she is part spider, and spiders could probably use their webbing to detect anybody that bumps into the webs.
And by tomorrow noon, she's going to be back
Right.
because she's in charge of all executions. So
What if I can keep her distracted from the execution? Have it miss the date, miss the time?
she's the one that makes the date and the time. So,
Exactly. What if I distract her enough that the time that she misses the time to execute the people?
Oh, I
So
get
she
it.
has to execute them at another time.
This is where all the memes about the bard trying to seduce all the dragons come from.
which
Oh no, I'm not seducing. I'm distracting.
means she just execute them later that day.
Right. Mm. But would give us more time to plan.
Yeah, and you might be a party member down because she might execute you too.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Oh. All right,
if you if
but
you uh, if you upset her enough, sh- she might execute all of you at the same time.
Oh,
all,
well,
all,
that'll
else,
be fun.
all else fails. Maybe I could try to find out if there's a quest that she wants us to do, and if it's a suicidal quest, I could have
Yeah.
us go on that instead. And since we're all going to be dead anyway, we could.
I will say this. I wasn't planning to kill you all off. So,
Oh, you weren't.
you,
n-
You weren't
not,
planning to kill us all off, but
not
but
at this,
because of Jinx, I'm killing him first.
not at this particular point. But if you do stuff to get you all killed, that's on you, not me.
Right. So,
Okay, what
so
about if Jinx does something to get us all killed?
Then you have to talk to Jinx about it.
right.
Thanks, Jinx.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to save lives.
But you guys will have 2 weeks to come up with a plan. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm thinking magic potions, sneaking through, finding blueprints, and getting the heck out of Dodge. Or asking if the queen has a quest for us. We could say, well, we need such and such, and maybe we could take so and so with us, and so with us as well. And they'll be basically, since it's a suicide mission, to be executed and be out of your hair for the rest of your life, and you won't have to deal with them.
But she's the drow queen. She's evil.
Yeah,
She enjoys execution, didn't she?
oh, I know, but saying that, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box.
Which is fine. But um but I hope everybody that sees this has as much fun as we did because it was hilarious.
Uh,
Um
Word of
and
advice to new people playing: don't be a jinx
Oh gosh.
um
in more than one way.
advice to new players: don't piss off the drow queen.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Don't
No,
let
but
it get drunk.
don't do it.
so and oh, family reunions in the drow queen's dungeon don't generally go very well.
No.
But in any case, um, like and subscribe and all that stuff, and watch next week for Vampire because now that Cthulhu's for 4th of July is out, we'll be back to Vampire next week, and everybody should check out our 4th of July Cthulhu because that was quite interesting in the end. Uh, Robin's character actually survived for once.
yeah, that was surprising.
I killed the rest of the entire human race, but
Yeah, I was one of 3 people that actually survived, but
yeah,
hey, you know.
I figured
It's funny.
if I'm killing the human race, I'll let her survive for once. Um, so, but it was fun.
Well, that's it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Night.
night, Jinx. We'll see you next time.
Yep. See you next time. Hopefully, I'll come up with a good plan by then.
Bye, folks.
Uh,
I gotta go too. The furry thing is demanding food.
oh,
So,
it's time to feed the furry monster, is it?
yes.
Okay. Um, the fall, did you get those spells done or?
Yep. You might want to kill your recording.
Okay. I can do that. But I'll say goodnight and we'll hopefully see everybody next time.